I hit the wrong button. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the podcast on the KPOD Network. And thank you. Three minds, three voices, crypto for the consumer. And I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. No hype, just the facts, straight shooting in a space that is anything but straight. We are bringing you blockchain the way we see it and how we are playing it. I'm your host of the podcast, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Bella. How are we doing today, ma'am?
You know what? I am so glad you're back.
Is that it? Not a lot of people are. I didn't get any. I really didn't get a whole lot of emails saying, "Hey, Scott, get better. We missed the show." I didn't get any of that. So I'm what you call a thimble celebrity. That's it. It's great if you have one, but if you don't, you can still carry on. So that's where I am. How was your week, Belle? Did you have a good one?
It was incredibly busy, but it was okay. Again, you were missed. You were very much missed.
You know what? Thank you. I'll put it there. Thank you very much. This space can be confusing. We are doing our very best to educate and entertain. So grab a seat, fill your glass, and let's get to it right here on the KPOD Network. And again, guys, thank you. I wasn't well. I don't know what the hell. Whatever that crud was going around, man, I caught it, and it laid me flat. I mean, bad. I can do videos. I can work sick. I'm not that guy that like sits out and says, "Oh, I'm sick. I can't go to work." I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. I soldier on. That's what we do. 26-year Navy vet. All right, we go. But man, I was tasting colors. I was like, what the hell's the matter with me? It wasn't pleasant. It was kind of good though. I lost 8 pounds. I lost 8 pounds in a single week. That can't be healthy, but I'm not really a health guy. So maybe that'll be our pivot, Belle. We're gonna pivot into health and wellness when the whole crypto thing just shits the bed completely for us, and we're gonna be a health and wellness channel. So I think that'd actually be interesting. You could track my weight loss. Do all that other stuff. I'm going to be doing the broccoli fast. It's like a fast because I don't like broccoli. So if I'm eating nothing but broccoli, then it is in fact a fast because you're not supposed to indulge in shit you like, and I don't like broccoli. But maybe you know what, Belle, it'll get us 1,000 views. All right, we haven't had 200 views on a video in a long time. So that's what it's going to take. And
yeah, you're not doing that.
The
medic says no.
I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. And not to be outdone, we have the neck with us tonight. Eric, how are you, sir?
Yo, doing all right. How you doing, Scott?
I'm loving the hat, Eric. That's what I'm saying. I'm loving the hat. It's look at this, dude. We're like carbon copies of each other, huh? All you got to do is grow in the goatee. All right, grow in the goatee. Dye it white. All right, completely white, and that's it, dude. We'll just be you'll be the bottom to my top, my broadcasting bottom, dude. That'll be awesome.
As long as I'm powerful.
Everything is powerful with us. All right, so there's a lot going on, man. I wasn't even real sure what I wanted to talk about tonight, man, because there is an awful lot going on. I'm sure most eyes are on this right here. My eyes are on this, same as everybody else's. And I've actually had to have some uncomfortable discussions today. I manage some portfolios for some like ridiculously wealthy people. I mean, stupidly wealthy. These are the guys I'm like, well, yeah, bombed off, man. You lost about 8 million. And they're just like, oh, well, shit. All right, get it back. I mean, that's it. So, we move numbers here. I don't show any of those wallets, but I manage them for those. And the uncomfortable discussions that I'm having with these guys right now is I'm trying to explain that it is about percentages right now. Now, I understand. Eric, you said something earlier to me. What'd you call it? The super cycle or some bullshit like that? What was it that you put it? What'd you say it?
Yeah, so somebody on one of the Twitter spaces was asking me like, hey, do you think this is like another normal alt cycle or is this going to be a super cycle? And you were joking with me about that in back channels. I'm like, a super cycle is what we tell new people when we're selling the top.
And that's just it, man. Look, I have my own viewpoints on what's going to be happening here. I go live 8 days a week, and you guys pretty well know my mind, and I think I'm right. And but it's not enough just to get up here. I invest my money, so I push my money in there too. I'm not just talking; I'm actually doing it, and it seems to be working out pretty well lately. But the argument that I'm having with these guys, because they're like, man, when Bitcoin hits $100,000, everything's going to just stop. And I'm trying to explain this to them that it is about percentages out here. All right. I love that Bitcoin's at 98.5. I think it's fantastic. Countries are buying up this stuff. The U.S. is talking about a strategic Bitcoin reserve. All of this is wonderful. That's great. Sure. Pump the hell out of it. Make it go. But I was recently in 2 coins over the last 3 weeks that I 500x'd on. 2 different coins. Now, Eric, Bitcoin is just shy of $100,000. For me to 500x on Bitcoin right now, what would the price of Bitcoin have to be? You're a smart guy, and I know you could pull this just off the top of your head.
$50 million.
$50 million. So for me to do in Bitcoin what I did on 2 separate little alt tokens right here, I would need Bitcoin to go to $50 million. Now, as much as I would love to see that happen, I'm just saying, look, diversifying is a very, very good thing. This is it. This is what we're all going to be talking about. We want to see that 100K mark, man. That's it. And it's at 98.5 right now. So we're talking about 1.5% to send it up to 100K. And the whole world will explode. 1.5%. Guys, I am up and down 10, 15, 20% every hour out here. Up 20%, down 20%. I mean, it is just taking these wild, wild percentage swings. But it's not all sitting in Bitcoin. Now, I understand that Bitcoin is kind of driving it. This is actually a very, very weird market for this because basically nothing else pumped. The top 25s, they all got some action. Solana just absolutely exploded. Cardano. And by the way, I don't understand the Cardano thing, dude. I've spent so much time over there looking for value capture on Cardano, and I just don't see it, man. Now, wonderful. I get it. Charles Hoskins, he's going to go up there. He's meeting with Vivek, and he's going to have a foot in the door and all that. But that still does not explain it. All right, it just doesn't, man. Everything moves out here on hype, and very, very little of it actually moves on technological advances. It's very, very, it's very oddballish. So I have thrown my hat completely in that ring. That's what it was. Up till now, when it was down, everything was flat, nothing was really moving, man. I was just sitting on capital. I was sitting on cash very, very heavy because this isn't the time. That's all it was. Well, now it is the time. So I've put that cash that I was stockpiling for a good long time, and I put it to work, and it's just been booming off for me. So yay. But that's the whole idea. And that's what we talk about here is tolerance. That's the odd thing. It's tolerance and pragmatism. That's why this channel will never go anywhere until I tell people you're going to 500x in this token. But you got to understand the risk, man. There's so many elements that go into doing what I do. Eric builds stuff. I'm a trader. All right. I take money and I turn it into more money on his efforts. And they are very, very specific skill sets. But it also has to come along with risk management. So when you're throwing in on these flyers, I'm taking them on Dissenter right now. I got a funny feeling, man. I'm taking them on Dissenter. This thing is like one of the original old OG token out here. But the way everything is moving out here right now, it is moving like a meme, and stuff is just transitioning. There's a big wad of money that's transitioning through these things. It went to Juno. I saw Agoric. Now I could be mistaken on this one, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. Let's pull it up. Let's all look for ourselves. When I saw this happen, when I saw that right here, as soon as it freshens up, as soon as I saw Agoric double up over 14 days, that's when I realized what is happening out here again. And it is just cycling through. It hit Juno, pumped it up 400%, bled off half of it, moved over to Agoric, pumped it up 100%, bled off half, or pumped it up almost 200% and bled off half of it. It is just cycling through. And if it's cycling through, I want to make sure that I have as much of my liquid capital in some of these things. But you got to manage the risk. So it's not enough for me to say I'm going to put $50,000 into Agoric, because there's no world that would happen in. It just would not exist. I mean, God, how old is this token? How old is Agoric, Eric? How long has Agoric been around? It's literally on your decks, dude. So I would assume you're familiar with the token.
I think 3-4 years, but they raised enough for 20. They had, I think, like the biggest coinless raise ever. So hey,
September, the earliest we see it out here is September 1st, 2022. So this thing's been putzing around, and when it hit a high of 62 cents, and it's now currently sitting at 9, and it's like it's back. We're back, baby. This is what you see over 3 months. This is just money. This is not moving in because Agora cracked the code. It's not like they said, oh my God, they're going to turn it over and IST is going to be everywhere and this is all we're going to be talking about. It is just money that's cycling through these old OG Cosmos tokens. And I'm going to get some of it. That's all I'm saying. So sure, I'll take flyers on Dissenter, took flyers on Spice, took flyers on some of these just crazy little things that are coming in here. And it happens to be working out. But I'm not going to sit there in them and just say that everything is better now. And now it's going to go up another 500%. It doesn't work that way. Unless we're in, what was it, Eric? Unless we're in the super cycle? Is that what it is?
super cycle.
Super cycle, and a round of applause. I'm going to get in. I'm going to just be ghosting this stuff again, all right? I'm going to get in. I'm going to get my gains. I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to take those gains, and I'm going to put them into what I consider more meaningful products. I'm buying AXV. I haven't bought AXV in a long time, but I'm buying AXV again. I'm still buying Jackal. I'm still... Oh man, I actually bought some lunar space, dude. Did I tell you weren't on the space for that, dude? I actually bought some lunar space. I'm the guy. I was the one.
I've been picking some more up too.
Yeah. I'm actually picking all of these things up, man, because this super cycle, this is going to be more determined. What's going to happen out here is going to be determined by, in the Cosmos in particular, some of the bigger wallets and what they are doing with this, because that money is circling around out here. And it's going to come down to the bigger wallets that are saying, what are we going to do with it? Because we're going to pop in, we're going to get gains, and we're going to apply those gains to something. And that is the big question out here, is where are those gains going to be applied to? Now I know what I'm doing. I show you guys what I'm doing. I'm over it all the time. I'm showing you this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of curious, what are your thoughts on that, Eric? Because I understand it's a super cycle and
super cycle,
but it's really not, dude. All right, this is just the same stuff that we see out here in the Cosmos all the time. I'd love to know your viewpoint on that, Eric. Please serve it up.
So when Bitcoin goes up really hard, alts bleed. When Bitcoin goes down really hard, alts bleed. The only time alts go up is when Bitcoin goes down just a little bit and trades sideways. But when they do go up, they go up way faster because it takes so much less capital to make a move. You were just talking about how it would take Bitcoin going up to $50 million per Bitcoin to get the same gains that you got on random stream swap tokens.
Yep.
That is exactly why retail trickles down into meme coins, and that's why alt season happens. Now, where I'm at is you, I, Bella, and all of the viewers here are in the good position of we get to know which projects have been building this whole time and which ones have gone and taken other jobs and which ones are like actually dead. Because the ones that have been building for the last 3 years, regardless of price, that have new projects that are ready for the bull run and positioned to make real deal flow happen, to get real capital coming in, those ones are going to be the ones that get you your 500x or more. People think when I say Jackal to 20, Jackal to $50 that I'm being facetious. Like I'm not. It could be way higher than that. A lot of people just maybe they forgot how good a bull market can be. You can see AXV at several dollars or more. If this hits, it hits. And we can also find the teams that raised a whole bunch of money and then went on and they left and then went to other teams and they raised other money. And what they're going to do this cycle is, instead of continuing to build, they're going to raise more money on a new token. So,
well, dude, that's been the game out here. That's been the game out here forever, man. You're not building to actually deliver a product. You're building to get VC money so that you could, string them on for a little while, make a carry on, and then, eventually you deliver absolutely nothing. You want to see a good indicator of this? This is actually my benchmark. I'm going to show it over here on the third frame. This has been my benchmark for this entire thing, is TIA. Celestia. You familiar with Celestia?
I am.
Yeah, and all of the amazing innovations that they've delivered over to the crypto space as they've been continually been paid off. This is TIA.
Modular innovations.
Modular. This is 3 months of TIA. All right, 3 months of TIA. And it was at that date, 588. Right this very moment, it's 544. So over the last 3 months, this thing has done absolutely nothing but bleed out. Well, not bleed out in a traditional sense, but bleed out meaning how badly all of these validators are getting savaged by all of these people that are validating this chain. How much of those tokens are getting flown out to the VCs and all that other good stuff. So that's literally my benchmark, because up till now it's still number 58, $2.3 billion market cap for a project that has effectively all this time done absolutely nothing, and it is not alone. So Tia, what was the other one? Saga and Dimension. All of them launched with the same model, the same VCs, the same everything. They launched back to back to back, and none of them have done shit. And now they're sitting there just absolutely flat over the last few months. And I'm ready to fist fight with anybody on this. All right. Because if I'm not buying it, that means I have a problem with it, because I will fucking buy anything but these. I'm not going to go anywhere near them. You can laugh it up, Eric, because you know I'm right, dude. I literally text you my trades. I say, hey, no, I'm going to do this. And if I'm not touching them, I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'm just saying I'm smarter than most. So that's really all it takes.
You are a DGen's DGen, and I respect the hell out of it.
All the way down there. Belle, how you doing?
Again, part of the week I've had was actually watching all of the and G Torres, I'm gonna touch on your question here. Sorry, I'm skipping around, guys. I've been hearing a lot of questions about Jackal on sexes. I have a few thoughts, especially after someone in the Jackal unofficial price telegram calling people out saying, okay, if you're getting tired of people demanding sex listings, you can fuck off and eat dirt.
Did you say that? Did you use potty mouth?
I did not say that. That is not a quote from me,
okay.
But everyone can go and see that.
It wasn't me. I know there was somebody out there, and I offered them yesterday.
You did, and it was the same person.
I said, I will buy out all of your Jackal tokens right now. I'll give you a 10% premium, and I'm going to pay you in Spice. We can do this right this very second. And he laughed. He said it'll only take 60 cents or something. But since that offer, Spice is up 36%, and Jackal is still flat. So if it's all about the money, sometimes, you know what? You just kind of got to go where the money's going, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm sorry. Carry on, Belle.
Okay, so Jackal has been looking at sex listings. Yeah, let's be clear.
So is Craigslist.
So
is Craigslist. But okay, anyway, they have actually been looking at them. There are several reasons they are not listed on a sex yet. Okay, number one is the amount of money they'd have to fork over to make that happen. It's called a listing fee. And yeah, I know there are going to be some people who chime in and go, oh, well, KuCoin will list your token for free. There's another element to that, guys. They're called hidden costs.
I would hope it's part of the market maker shit.
Oh, that's part of it. Okay. In order to have those listed, okay, you're paying out market maker fees at least every month. Eric, you went and dug up some numbers for me earlier. You were saying that some of them were charging up to $7,000 per month, correct?
I mean, that's a pretty good deal on a retainer fee per pool. So, I mean, do you guys want me to dive into numbers for sex listing type stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do it,
okay.
And then we'll let Belle finish up, and then we'll go to break. Go ahead.
Okay, so from what I gather, word on the street, I happen to work somewhere nearly associated with people who do this kind of stuff. Usually costs like $2 million list on KuCoin, $1 million list on Bybit, 120K on Gate right now.
Why
and
go list on fucking Gate, dude? Jesus, man, that is.
You got to pay 120K for Gate, and it's like 60 to 90K for MEXC. And while I was talking about this on the Jacqueline official price chat, one of those exchanges hit me up in a shared Telegram I'm in with a client, being like, "Hey, by the way, we're doubling our prices in December." And so it's like, bro. So you get that, then you get market maker deals. Now there are two main types of market maker deals. I like using a third one, but the primary two versions of market maker deals are loan option and retainer. That's a good time for me to go into them.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. So loan option, basically you loan out. Usually they prefer to do this right like before you launch your token, and you're going to give out a loan of like 0.5% to like maybe 1.25% of the total token supply to somebody to go and trade it on an exchange. Now they will bring their own capital to be the counterparty of this. So maybe like if you want a Jackal USDT pair, that's what will be most common. We'd have to give them like a ton of Jackal tokens. They'd want over 1% and they'd want it to have a valuation of, 50 million plus. And then they'll bring in a bunch of USDT to make this pool. They'll keep such and such a spread for you to allow people to trade back and forth. They keep most of the profits for the gap in the trade fees. And by the way, you don't have to pay them anything a month, but if your token starts at 15 cents and it goes up to like $5 or something, at the end of a year, they're going to buy all of the tokens that you gave them at a price of like 20 cents. And sometimes just nuke the price back there immediately. Sometimes they're more beneficial, make a longer term play. But if your token does really well, they screw you over. If your token does really poorly, then they actually lose money on the deal and they stop servicing you because now they're not going to reach their strike price. Meanwhile, a retainer model, you can pay like say $7,000 a month and you'll get 80% back of that profit from the trade fee gap. So it might pay for itself if you get enough volume. But you're paying $7,000 a month for them to handle that pair. Heaven forbid you want more centralized exchanges and more pairs. The cost will go up for the most part linearly. You might get a bulk deal if you get 2 sexes and 6 pairs. And then a third option is European options. At that point, you just give them Jackal tokens like a centralized or like a loan option, except there's no option. They just put sell orders starting at these different prices. And once the price goes up and it goes through them, they replace the sell order with a buy order. You don't have to pay them anything. And they just make the gap basically from that initial sell to the actual sales price, which can be really, really hefty. So I like European options. Market makers make a lot of money, and that money comes from somewhere. Centralized exchanges are very expensive. That money comes from somewhere. Look at the Uni token. Like that is the number one DEX token, right? For the number one DEX, and less than 1% of their daily tradable volume is in DeFi. Most of it's in centralized exchanges where these market makers have fee-free accounts. I'm not saying they wash trade it, but I'm saying that they might have correlated parties that counter trade each other's algorithms together.
They wash trade it. Dude, I'm in on these things. I know what I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, I hope that kind of sums up the whole. There's a lot of information that a lot of people simply do not have, but fortunately, I don't even have to know these things. I know Eric. Eric explained, this is how it is, and I default to him. I don't have to know everything, but it's very, very important that I know the things that I don't know. And when that comes up, I got this guy right there with the great hat. Anyway, Belle, do you want to finish out your rant here, or do we want to get to some questions? Do we want to take a break and then get to questions? What you want to do here, Belle?
I'm gonna finish my rant up a little quick.
Go.
There is another expense that people are not seeing that Jackal would have to fork out money for in order to make all of this happen and not get listed as a security. They are currently a commodity, and those are legal fees. Lawyers are not cheap.
Oh God! Marston
and Patrick both know this. They used to actually work in conjunction with law offices. If anyone is aware of these expenses, it's gonna be them. So give them time to make sure Jackal itself is running profitably enough to actually pay for these expenses.
You know what? That's the conclusion of your rant, Bell. There you go. We're going to give you a thing. We'll see if anybody rates you up or down. Usually when I lose my shit, they throw ratings out there, so I appreciate it. Ultimately, for me and my position in Jackal, it's only getting bigger, guys. All right, look, I know how this one ends up. You don't like it? You're not feeling it? This doesn't get you the energy that you're looking for in today's crypto market? Babe, fine. Move on. All right, move on. But the actual tech ones, the ones that actually have something that goes beyond crypto, those are the ones that I'm in. Those are the ones that I'm in. Those are the ones that I'm in heavy. Those are the ones that I'm investing personal money in to build apps on top of. I don't care if you come along with me because ultimately it's not going to matter. 90%, how much, 90% of the people who trade crypto traded on central exchanges. They don't give a fuck about the tech. You want to advertise, make token go up. You're going to advertise your ass off. But the people who are breaking out of this stuff, that are breaking away from it, that are just going to stay the course, they're not going to chase those easy gains. Those are the products that I'm in. Those are the projects that I'm in, and those are the ones that I'm in heavy. I don't care if they explode right now because Bitcoin's at 96 or 98 or whatever the hell it is since we started this stream. I don't care. These are the ones that work out long-term for me, and I'm fine with that. I take flyers. I play around. I have a good time out there, and that's fine. That's what I do. But the rest of it, as far as trying to tell the team that built the goddamn thing, this is what you need to do. Build your own chain. All right, spin it up. It's a piece of cake, dude. Just come up with an idea, build a chain, get some venture capitalist funding, and then go on all the central exchanges that you want. Until then, I'm going to trust the team. I've trusted them this far, and I'm just going to kind of let them, let them see let them see it to the end of the beginning, because that's all we're at right now with Jackal. Cash is not too far removed from that. That's it. We are at the end of the beginning, and now we're going to see what actually develops from here. So anyway, guys, if you could give us, we're going to take a very short break here. I have to, I got to talk to the Eric in the bell. So let me see. What do I want to play here? We're already demonetized. I started with Van Halen.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing the Backstreet Boys. I got one. Hang on. I got to pull that damn thing up because Bell literally told me play this song. Okay, so we're gonna be playing with the last okay, I got it up, Bell. We're ready to go. So if you guys could give us 3 minutes 18 seconds, we'll be right back. We're gonna get into questions. We got a lot to get to tonight, but before that, got to do what the producer wants. This is the song she wants. Hope you guys enjoy right here on the podcast on the KPOD Network, and we will be right back.
I don't wanna be an asshole anymore. Sick and tired of all the promises that I made to you, and I break to you. And I know you think you've heard it all before. Something tells me that you think I'm stupid when I say to you that what I say is true. Too much lying, too little trying. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. Well, I don't wanna be redundant anymore. Skipping like a broken record you can't play again. But I'll do it all again. Put it behind me, then you rewind me. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. Once again, I must have been trying to wash away the sin. 'Cause I wake up, bathroom floor, I won't do this anymore. Starting tomorrow. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. This time is gonna be the last time. The last time again. This time is gonna be the last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast on the KPOD Network, and thank you. I don't know if you guys have noticed, you haven't been, if you've been over on the channel, but Joe and I are kind of throwing in together. It's time to consolidate voices. That's really all it comes down to. Look, he and I agree on most things, not everything. There's still some things that he is like critically wrong about, but I'll beat him down. Just give me some time up there. But yeah, we're kind of consolidating this stuff in anticipation of Omniflix giving us our a live streaming channel. We're going to be the very first. We're going to be testing it. We're the ones that are going out on it, and we want to make sure that we are well positioned for that. So if you want to catch Joe's video, I think Joe is still he's still trying to stay home. I get like his sloppy seconds, but he'll get on. He'll catch on to that. So anyway, Belle, questions, comments, concerns, observations, go please.
All right. Since Joe did get brought up, Joe, thank you for posting videos to the consolidated channel this past week. They were awesome. It's got a different flavor. You definitely get a shout out from me tonight. So first question coming in from Nuclear Chicken. Any commentary on what is going on with the odd behavior of the dissenter?
Oh, have you been looking at that, Eric? They got that crazy Oracle shit going on, where it's got these massive spikes, then these flat tops, then it dives right back down. Have you been looking at that? What's that actually beating you up over there on Astrovault? Are you catching anything over there? I know the pools aren't real large. Have you guys even noticed?
Yeah, we've noticed. I mean, the pools have been large and the pools have been small. The tokens had crazy volatility, largely coming. So we were talking about centralized exchanges, right?
Yeah.
What we didn't get into is, you pay the centralized exchange and you work out a deal with a market maker. What if you don't work out a deal with a market maker and instead you use the exchange's like their in-house one, which they could counter trade against? Or what if you have a one-directional bridge? Basically, right now the bulk of their price and volume is coming from a Sendex. I'm not calling a Sendex a scam, but you can go ask
shit.
You can go ask questions about it inside the Dissenter Telegram and see what's going on. So yeah, some sketchy stuff there, but I'm still a fan of Dissenter. I bought some at a local top, but regardless, like I love Nikita.
Oh, you're
I
looking
use
at
it
this
constantly.
This is Dissenter. All right here. Everything that you're looking at on this show is Dissenter. It's the only browser I use, man. Look, I know Nikolai can be just a deep Russian fuck. He's just one of those guys, man, and they're just different, dude. I don't know if you've ever been over to Russia. I actually, my very first time there, I rode the USS Reeves, and we got off in Vladivostok, Russia, and there is just a million Nikolais. And by the way, they only have Pepsi. Man. So that's that.
I think Nikita lives in London. Like
the guy. I don't know where he lives, man. But you know what? I'm sorry. Look, man, you don't get rid of that, dude. I'm sorry. Even if you're an Irishman and you move to America, guess what? You're still an Irishman. So if you're a Russian and you move to London, guess what? You're still deep down. This is where you grew up, man. But no. I'm sorry.
I love Nikita. All I'm saying is taking a look at the comments in the Telegram and recognize that maybe it's better not to have a centralized exchange listing than to have a bad one, because they're actually trying to move away from theirs to the point where it might even take some version of a token migration just to get rid of bad market making. Meanwhile, it's a darn good opportunity to get on what should be a great token at a really good price, in my opinion.
You know what, dude? I no shit. I'm gonna 10x this one again.
Easy.
All right. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again. I'm gonna do it right now. This money is circulating through the cosmos. I am not recommending that anybody buy shit right now. All right. Honestly, if you have very limited funds, I would recommend that you just kind of sit this one out and let's see where it fleshes out. But for me, I've been on a lot of cash for a long time, and I'm kind of flying it in. Got to be careful with the center, though, dude. You can only buy bit by bit. The pools are not large. I don't want to spike it. I am nobody's exit liquidity, all right? Not for a long time since I learned how this works.
Sorry.
Yes. No. Go ahead. You seem to have a point you want to top me with.
Caveat on Astrovault is with the previously very small pool that 5 or 10x today. The stable pool is very unbalanced. So if you want to buy a deck on Astrovault, buy X deck, because the fees that swap X deck to deck will be 90 or 100%. This is what happens when there's a crazy run on a pool. And usually we're able to work with him and he'll balance it pretty quick. But that's what happens at something 10x's in a day.
Do you need me to do that? And I see Joe. I saw his comment that I need a frame light, dude. I don't need
A
circle
ring
light.
light.
A ring light. All right. Look, I'm a professional broadcaster here.
I've
I
already
have-
nixed that idea.
I have key lights. I have fill lights. I wear this hat because it's blinding, dude. All right. I am on here for hours and hours and hours every single day. So it gets a little blinding. I wear the hat. I don't have a lighting issue, dude. I have a blindness and old guy issue. Anyway, hope that answered the question, Belcar. I don't even know what the question was. Carry on.
All right. So, Ambido, Scott, you ever try out Oxfun meme coin perps, and they list a ton of different meme coins you can't trade perps with anywhere else. Pretty fun, pretty risky.
You know, meme coins by their very definition are incredibly risky, and to actually get onto futures with them to perp memes, it's not really something that I would do. Now, I've been beating the hell out of Levana for, months and months and months. And I've been beating the shit out of them on Bonk and Peppy and all these other ones up there, man. And I feel bad for the people in the pools right there, because these, your Bonks and these gigantic meme tokens have a tendency to run and do whatever the hell Bitcoin's doing. But they do it at a greater percentage because they're a much smaller market cap. So I have been just feasting on these things to the point where I was trying to do it day before yesterday, and Levana wouldn't take my action on Bonk. I was in for like $15,000. I was going to 25 exit, and they said, nope, you can't do it, because they're kind of like a self-enclosed entity. They can't lay off the action on anybody else like any good bookie would do. So they were kind of stuck. So I was like, well, shit, I can't do it. I don't want to spot trade it. I want a 25 exit. That's what I do out here. All right. I'm a fucking madman. But yeah, I actually shut them down to the point where they couldn't take my action anymore. Eric, you remember you and I had this discussion a long, long time ago, dude. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And if you cannot consolidate these perp platforms and get them on that you can lay the action off on a whole bunch of them, then you're going to get people like me that are, it could have worked out great for you, dude. I could have got smoked. You could have won $15,000 off me in like 15 seconds, but you couldn't cover my action. That's a problem. That is a I'll tell you what, you know who's going to crack the whole crypto code out here? The people who start consolidating all these perp dexes, just like bookies have been doing for 100 years. All right. This is not new, but for some reason out here in crypto land, it's like we've never heard of this. We've never heard of laying off the action, man. And yeah, it's going to be a problem, because then I have no choice but to go to DYDX or but to go to these bigger, the bigger Ethereum ones, because I can't get the action out here in the DeFi. Nobody will take my money. I don't understand what I have to do, man. I am a drunken idiot walking in there with $15,000 in cash saying, let me play. And they said, nope, you can't, sir. You're too intoxicated. You're too intoxicated, sir. We can't take your action. They got to fix this shit. I'm sorry. Anyway, Bell, go ahead. Please carry on. I was bummed about that. By the way, dude, I'd have crushed them. I mean, just crushed them. That was $280,000 that I didn't earn over the last couple of days. I'm a little peeved about that. Anyway, carry on, Bell.
All right, Joe, what's the best way to deploy AXV that I have sitting around? Farm Adam and hope the price goes up for the next 3 to 4 months?
Oh, is that for me or for Eric? I'll let Eric take this one.
I mean,
I'm going to watch him. Eric's going to tiptoe here. He's going to tap dance. Watch this. You guys ever see a lawyer when he knows he's on the wrong side? You're about to see it. Go ahead, Eric.
Put it in the AXV USDC pool, and then hopefully AXV goes up and you beat DCA out into USDC. If you think it's all in bull, then yeah, farm, I guess. If you just have AXV, then a farm, but you can pretty much always get a higher APR in a pool.
Nah, man, my high ones over there are two big pools over there for me are Jackal USDC and AXV USDC for the same reason. All right, for the same reason. And I'm actually spreading it around. I could probably do as well in either pool exclusively, because AXV has a tendency to follow Jackal. It's a very large pairing. Archway is completely out of the picture now, dude. They're still sitting at about 2.5 cents, and it really doesn't matter, dude. You can put a bomb off under that thing, and that token ain't gonna move. All right, it's just not, unless I go and pour in like $350,000, but I'm not going to do that. So it's more or less lockstep with Jackal. So whatever Jackal's doing, but I'm doing it for the same reason, man. All right. All of those things is because I want to be able to have liquid cash come out the other side of these pools as these tokens do well. And I can take that liquid cash and I could put it into silly memes or whatever the hell I want to do with it and maybe get lucky on one or two of them spice. Maybe that happens. You know, I mean, it's a silly world up here. I can't explain how much I'm up on that thing. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
All right. Dan, deep in you. Don't get me excited, Eric. Jackal goes to $30. I'll soil my pantaloon.
No,
Will you?
no,
No.
you'll sell a huge chunk at $2, then you'll buy back in
you'll-
at $5, and then you'll sell that at $4, and you'll buy back in at $8, then you'll sell that at $8.30, then it's going to pop up to $15. Nobody's going to buy the bottom and sell the top. If you're here, you're probably trading. Astrobolt's going to own Jackal goes to $40. We're going to own way less Jackal than we do right now because we'll lose it through impermanent loss. But the XV DAO will still be doing pretty darn
you'll
good from it.
you'll get shellacked on the impermanent loss, dude. But
Already have.
but the token itself is going to be, I mean, right, dude, you're getting your ass kicked on this thing, man. And as it's ascending, you got your ass kicked on this. But you guys were unfortunate because of that big ass anchor that's around your neck, man. Two things really need to happen here. One, outbid on the hub. Needs to happen. Absolutely needs to happen. And I would think that anybody who's reasonable and rational would look at this without emotion, without bias, and just say, you know what? It's a good earner. And that's really what we need over here. But yeah, dude, I mean, so much shit has to get a carry over there through XV. So much stuff is happening, man. It gets really, really double tough. I feel bad. I really feel bad about what I'm doing because the more it goes up, the more USDC I'm going to be able to pull out on your efforts, man. So I feel bad that you're losing your hair and that I'm sure that you have bloody stool and all that other stuff. I feel bad about that, but I did not create the game. All right, you created the game. I am just leveraging it. That's what we do out here. You build shit, and I take advantage of it. That's what it is.
That sounds like a perfect segue to arbitrage.
Okay, go ahead, Belle.
That was one thing that you guys wanted to talk about this evening.
You know, we did. We wanted to talk a little bit about this stuff. Now, look, I know people are not crazy about arbitrage, but arbitrage is what makes markets work internationally, period. There is no other way. We've played around with this. We've tried different things, different times, different everything, clearing houses, all that stuff. Nothing worked. The thing that works is arbitrage, and it always worked. Now, Eric, please tell me, explain it. And you got 45 seconds. That's all I'm giving you on this because we're going to lose viewers as soon as you start talking about this. Why is arbitrage important to international trade, particularly in regards to crypto?
Arbitrage balances the price.
Explain that.
So arbitrage is when you resell the same item at a different price at the exact same time. Buy something for $4, sell it for $5 at the same time. You make $1, and now the price over here and the price over here are a little bit closer together. You keep doing that, eventually you can find universal established prices different places. Go to CoinGecko, look up your favorite coin, scroll down and see all of the different markets and all of the different prices of your token in every single pair. Every time one deviates from another, you place a big buy order in MEXC, then somebody else is going to sell over there and buy it on Bybit, and all of these different arbitrages are going to take place so that trading it gets closer to an established price and free money is as minimal as possible.
And you know, it's funny because I happen to be a major holder in one of these tokens that, if nothing else, only exists due to arbitrage, and it's called Power Bottom. Have you heard of the Power Bottom token, Eric?
I'm familiar with it.
Yes, because one pair exists over on Astrovault and the other pair exists over on Osmosis. And I will intentionally go through there and buy like $5,000 worth of Power Bottom. It's my token, dude. I don't need to put cash into this. I just want to see the transactions pick up. And as soon as I do, all I see is this big wave of green on one side and this wave of red on the other, because it's nothing but bot traders that are arbing this thing between the two dexes. But it's just funny because inside of 6 minutes, that trade, the price is identical on Osmo as it is on Astrovault. And it happens over and over and over. I could literally show you this live. You know what? We'll do that next time. All right, next time. I'll buy $10,000 cash worth of Power Bottom. I'll do it in a single buy. All right, a single buy. I will eat that slippage because the pools aren't that big. They're only 100, 150K. I'll do that just so we can go over to Deck Screener and just watch this wave of bot robots going up there.
Well, you could
balancing
do
the
this on
price.
the test net. It's okay.
I don't want to do it on the test net, dude. We're about reality here. I do not understand why this show never picked up, dude, because we do shit here that nobody does. Nobody
You're
would
awesome,
take
dude. That's crazy.
Nobody would take a $2,000 loss on a single live stream just to show what actually the reality of crypto that people seem to ignore out here. I think it'd be funny. Bell would just pull my nuts off, but man, that would be funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Belle. Please carry on. I think we're on question like number 3.
All right. No, we've gotten a little farther than that, actually. So, Ambido,
Okay.
regarding decenter. Wait, why didn't that person just take the 10% and layer back into Jackal?
Yeah, Eric, why didn't they do that?
The only one, if it's a smallish amount, then because they, I don't know, don't like money. 2, if it's a very large amount, they could have expected more than 10% slippage trying to go between Spice and Jackal. However, looking at the markets today, Spice is actually a lot more liquid than I would have expected.
You know what? And that's funny, man, because we were just on a straight. We were talking earlier, and I showed you. So yes, it's a hell of a lot more. You know, I kind of got burned on it though, man. I thought I cracked the code. I'll do this here, man, just for giggles. But I thought I cracked the code here just a little bit. And it was actually over here in this V3 that I keep seeing this. You see where it says near bounds right here? Do you see that? Do you guys all out there do that? So I thought I could load some of this stuff in here and actually, just let the process happen and put Spice in and pull a cash out. But Osmo seems to have cracked this one. And there's a reason I think that these V3s don't exist over on Astrovault, because if they were, I'd be over going savage on them right now. But yeah, look at the balance that we had to have for the narrow margin, for the very narrowest of margin. That was the whole idea, man. We'll get in there as extremely narrow as we possibly can, and as Spice goes up, it will IL into a cash. That's just the nature of these pools. That's the way it goes. If Spice goes up by percentage farther than a cash goes up by percentage, then all of the Spice eventually becomes a cash. And it's actually not a bad way of kind of exiting a position a little bit if you're interested, if that's the way that you're going to go. Because you're going to do that without shocking the price. And that seems to be the kicker with meme coins, is that you simply cannot shock the price. Now, this is the flywheel. This is literally the flywheel that they're discussing on the telegrams and all that other stuff. And the tools necessary for you to take advantage of this are simply right there. I cannot sell my Spice. Can't sell any of it. There's nothing I can do with it. All right. It is effectively right now just dead capital. There's nothing I can do with it. But if I can get that stuff flipped over into a cash, which is $1 billion, or not quite $1 billion anymore, but close to near $1 billion market cap, I can sell the cash. Cash ain't going to hurt it. They're not even going to know. They're not even going to notice, because it's about percentages and volume. So it's literally a kind of a smooth way if you want to realize some profits in this thing without actually shocking the price. And that's what matters with a meme coin. That's what matters with something like this while it's in its building stage. You cannot have douchebags that are going to come up here and bomb the price 20, 25, 30%. You just can't do it. If you do, it's done. That's how quick it goes, just like that. Now, if you have a passionate community, people are strong, people are around it, people want to see this go, then they're going to buy up those dips and it's going to carry on. And all you did was diversify 2 million Spice to people who are maybe in this for a longer term. They want to see this thing go to a $10 million market cap, a $100 million market cap. But until you beat up those good, either know that those wallets are not going to sell or buy up the dips afterwards. Because it just seems like for as long as we've been out here in crypto, people still don't fucking understand how to exit a position, how to sell reasonably, how to iceberg. They just don't know. Everybody wants to be like that little fuck. What was that, Eric? Because that thing was all over Twitter. The little shit that like rugged quant for like 30K. And that was it. That's all we saw was about that shit. And him giving you the finger and all that other stuff. And then they ran it up to like $100 million market cap. But There are ways to do this smartly, to actually keep it in and keep a community and keep it building and keep it together. But it just seems like people are just impatient, and we've learned the wrong lessons in the years and years and years that we've been here in crypto and have seen all of this shit. FTX, Three Arrows Capital. I mean, just up and down the board. Celsius, all these people that just fucked everybody right into the ground. The only lessons that we learned was you got to be the first one out of the boat. The Nash equilibrium. That's what we learned. You need to be the first person out of the boat. And it's the wrong lesson, dude. All right, there is so much potential all around this shit, but people are stupid. So I will continue to do my channel and educate them and try to show them this is how you do it. All right, you don't have to decapitate it, dude. A vampire can bleed you slowly over time. All right, you don't have to go straight for the jugular, man, but that seems what we always get here. Where am I off, Eric? Where am I wrong? You're a very smart guy. Tell me where I am completely off.
You're not wrong, Scott.
I know. I just want to hear you say it.
And this meme coin craze it's hilarious to me. Like it's almost like a public revolt, kind of like Brexit. Like we don't know what the alternative is, but we'll take it. Better the devil you don't know than you bastards. Like that is what Brexit was, and that's beautiful. And what's going on with the meme coin craze is like all of these people invested a whole bunch of money to have these devs and these teams that are building theoretical vaporware solutions to problems that they're hoping somebody else creates. That they're all traveling all over the world at their dime, hosting elaborate parties and doing all this kinds of stuff and not doing a whole lot of building. And now you've got these tokens that they're trying to convince retail to buy to exit their positions, and it worked. And you just made a whole bunch of random code cells like super rich, and they didn't really build anything, and they didn't have these solutions, and it didn't go to retail. And so you've got these random tokens, and people want to invest, they want to try this new technology, and what they're doing is sustaining this sell pressure to create elaborate lifestyles for losers. And with a meme token, it's like if there are two products, if there's the product that they're pretending to build, and then there's the product that is the token. And the product that they're pretending to build has no means of ever being profitable. They don't know if they're ever going to deliver it, and it's becoming expensive as hell. And then the product of the token is suffering because of this. Well, if you have the meme token, there is no first product. There is no thing that they're hoping to build. There is no money that's being spent and taken out of this, which means that if you're not going to have anything profitable anyways, at least you actually have a zero-sum game instead of one that's definitively negative sum, which makes it a better investment than most of the shit you guys saw in the last cycle.
And that's the thing I've never been able to get across, dude. In years and years, Bell and I have been at this for going on 6 years now. We've never been able to get that message across. We've never been able to actually articulate that correctly. At least with this, you know exactly where you stand. Like, we'll talk spice, all right? You know exactly where you stand on this. 100 million tokens, 20 million of them went into the pool. The other 80 million were distributed via the stream swap. All right, there's no hidden cash. There's no real, dev that's sitting out there with 500 billion of these ready to just bomb the shit out of this in 1 second. There is none of that. I never thought I would say this, Eric. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. It's almost smarter crypto than most of these other fucking products out there right now. I'd rather do this than Juno, because all I'm doing with Juno is paying more to a validator set to produce empty blocks, and I'm paying them 24/7, 365. I would rather be in something like this than a dead chain like Juno. And you know I'm a fan, dude, right? I still have the t-shirt. I have the Juno t-shirt, so you know I'm a huge fan of this. But this is almost more honest. I hate to say that in crypto.
It is 100% more honest. And when you kill people's hope, they revolt and they create something new. That's how Bitcoin was created. The banking market was so bad. It was handled so terribly. And all of the people who fucked everyone else up got super rich doing it and had absolutely zero consequences. And people were so pissed off that they're like, we have nothing to hope for anymore. Gen Z right now, it's like, okay, we have the highest housing market with the worst jobs market. AI is taking all of the good jobs that we were hoping for. Like, we're in 20 years, like the average salary is still going to be like $43,000, but the average house is going to be 2 million. Like, what do we have to hope for? Screw it. Get rich or commit suicide, because I don't want to work a 30-year career to try to make rent. And this is where we've gotten as a society. So if they don't have hope, they create it and they innovate. And that's what the meme culture is. And I'm not a meme guy. I don't invest in memes, but I also don't invest in things that aren't monetizable businesses. And I respect memes more.
You know what? In the immortal words of Blade, who actually look, man, with no Blade, there is no Marvel franchise. All right, Blade got it up, but in the immortal words of Blade, I'm just you don't.
I can
always-
deliver this one.
Go ahead, Belle. You take it. Go ahead.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
And I you know what? Give you a round of applause. You nailed it. Well done. But that's really where I am, dude. That was my great awakening on this, dude, is why am I trying to fight this shit so hard? All right, look, it's clear that we have changed a little bit, because if not, we would just be dropping more bullshit meme tokens on Solana, and they are printing out 30, 50, 100 of them every second. Or I could just take a little stab over there on StreamSwap, where at least I know what all the rules are. We have literally pivoted away from the bullshit memes into what could be considered mathematical memes. That's it. And I am tired of ice skating uphill, dude. You know what? Fuck it. If there's some money to be made in there, if there's some community to be built over there, if there's something that will pull everyone together, I'm there, dude. All right, I'm there. I'm in my longs. I'm comfortable. I'm good. But why not try what crypto is actually developing into? I'm not going to go over there and fuck around on Solana. I don't, dude. You're going to get smoked. You got little 10-year-olds over there rugging people for $30,000 and giving everybody the finger. I'm not going to do that. But StreamSwap seems reasonable to me. What's going on with Spice seems reasonable to me. The pairing with the cash, dude, I own a lot of a cash. For God's sakes, man, look, the Aegis doesn't exist without the Akash network, because they are our server. They're our server providers. They are our OVH cloud. So no, I just want to be in on something, because the narrative is changing here a little bit, and I'm going to be a part of it. And I have to read a comment. I'm not going to. Belle's going to be embarrassed, but I'm going to read it anyway. From New Type. You ready, Belle? I don't know if it's because we hasn't streamed in a while, or maybe it's the red, but Bella's girls are looking huge, and we're going to go ahead and kick out a round of applause for that. There you go, Belle. How do you feel about that one, man? You've just been sexualized. Are you going to go to HR, because we don't have an HR department?
I am the HR department, so what am I going to do? Sit here and bitch to myself?
Okay,
No.
so we're talking about Bella's girls up here. That's unfortunate. All right, Belle, one more, and then we got to play a song. Go.
All right. So, Joe, does the market making stabilize the price? Isn't this what you don't want if you are a microcap looking for a 50x?
That's an Eric question, dude. Go.
No. Yeah, volatility makes you think you can go up faster, but you can't sustain it. There's actually some really good research. I wish I had the paper on hand, but I could pull it up. Basically, the less volatile you are, the like significantly higher the chance of you 3, 4, and 5xing your valuation. So even for a smaller cap, if there's like stable liquidity, you're actually much more likely to go up consistently than have the crazy fluctuations solidify in a higher valuation. So there's an art and a science to these liquidity games, which is exactly what they are. If you can work out a great OTC deal, if you could do like the Stride way, where you like take a whole bunch of your own money, buy your own token, get the price really high, and then OTC it at 50% underneath the spot price behind the scenes, be like, oh, look at your discount. Then by all means, go for it. A lot of people do that kind of strategy. That's not me personally, but maybe we'd be better off if we were. I'm a Kantian ethicist. So
yeah, Stride, man. Don't bring up Stride, dude. Do you want me to really fire off here? Is that what you want? Is that what you're looking for here on this stream, Eric? Is for me to just expose my little underbelly here? Belle, one more. Go.
All right. So, Joe, again, when will AXV flip Arch? Joe, you're kind of behind on the news there, my dude. AXV has already flipped Arch. Take a look at CoinGecko.
Do I need to do it? I'm going to do this. This is going out.
Go ahead
Going
pull
out
up
for
the prices,
Joe.
Scott.
Let's take a look at Arch. How is old Archway doing? It's like the one fucking thing in the entire cosmos that's down on today. 2450. Let me show you a tale of shame. There it is, Joe. All right, this is 1 year of Archway. I don't care how much you believe in it. I don't care how much you believe that something's going to change. It's going to flip. We've cracked the code, and we're producing blocks at a faster rate than ever before. Dude, this is like shooting a 9mm at an M1 Abrams. All right. All you do is flatten light ammo against heavy armor at a faster rate than ever before. So congratulations on that. Dude, this is a gigantic anchor. All right, that's what that is. But let's take a look at AXV. AXV has not been faring incredibly well. Sorry, Eric, I got to call him like I see him. But AXV flipped them an awful long time ago, dude. It feels weird. I have to say.
I think he means market cap, not price. So we have 1/5 the supply that they do, and our price is like, I don't know, 1.6x. So we've got a market cap of a fully diluted valuation of like $8 million, and theirs is still like maybe 30 million.
All right, well, let's explore that for a minute, because this is other shit that just gets completely ignored in crypto. Let me see. A total supply of 1.134 billion tokens and a circulating supply of 537 million, which is funny because they had a whole bunch of unlocks like 3 months ago, and everyone, oh yeah, but they're not going to sell at a loss. Fuck you. They took what they could get and got the hell out. So they're effectively sitting here at a market cap of $13 million, and they still have at least half of their tokens that are sitting up there. Look, Archway, I can help you. I can save you right now. All right, look, you guys are an app chain, right? We build apps. Isn't that funny, Belle, how that works? We build apps.
It's hysterical.
It is hysterical. And we made you this offer 6 months ago. We said, hey, we got you, man. All right, you need apps. You're an app chain. We build apps. Let's do this. And then my email never lit up. It just never came back, even after all those meetings. I can't, how many hours did we sit there talking to them? And they said, no, we know better. Yep, apparently you don't. Apparently you don't. Because Aegis is going to launch a token because we need a token, because we need this product to survive us. Because Belle's going to go to jail and I'm going to go to jail for building what we built. True privacy. All the way down. But we have to make sure that this product survives our incarceration. And the only way we're going to be able to do it is to tokenize it. And we will exceed your market cap inside of 3 months. 3 months. That's what it's going to take. I tried to get you on board, man. I bent the knee. I kissed the ass. I did everything that I didn't need to do. But I did it anyway because it's important. Because I need you guys to perform so that AXV will perform, so that Jackal will perform, so that this is the goddamn flywheel. And you ghosted us. Never got a return, never got in anything. And I cannot wait to do that stream and spike that fucking football right on top of your head. One more, Bell, and then we... That was a rant. I didn't mean to do that, Val. You got me over here, all right? And Eric's not saying shit. That's correct. All
right,
Bill.
so
one more, and then we're gonna play a song.
Nuclear Chicken dropping the comment. The rants tonight are amazing.
Well, we've been gone for a while. There's a lot of shit that's building up here, and I don't think you guys. Oh, by the way, look at there. Like, Spice is tanking. All right, look, you better run. Better run. It got a tiny bit of correction, and watch, people are going to lose their shit over this. Oh my God, it's time to get out. I love market psychology, by the way. I made all of my money on market psychology. It has basically nothing to do with the tokens, the tech, the anything. I made my money on market psychology because that's really all that matters. Eric, have you ever heard the term velocity of money? Are you familiar with it?
Very familiar with it.
All right. Have you ever heard of something called the Nash equilibrium?
Yes.
Can you think of any more actual? What do you want to call them? Can you think of any other two things that are more applicable to meme tokens than velocity of money and the Nash equilibrium?
Just zero sum game.
Zero sum game. There it is. So
pretty similar.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm not sweating it. It actually, Spice needs a correction. It's gonna need one. It doesn't need a bomb off, but it needs a correction, man. Nothing goes up that far that fast and doesn't correct a little bit. So anyway, if you guys could, please, whatever's left here, we're going to lightning round these things as soon as we're done. But I've got to play another song here. I got to take a minute. But I have to tell you about our new sponsor, our latest sponsor, one of our old sponsors. Hang on. I haven't done one of these in a while, guys. Give me a second there. So The podcast here on the KPOD Network makes a dick for money. We do this. It is a pure labor of love. We make nothing, but we make money in crypto, so it kind of works out for us. So I have to say to everybody out there, this is my script, by the way. It might look like a napkin. I assure you it's a script. Hello there. Oh, you know what? We're going to do it radio style. I'm having fun, man. I've been live for a while. Let's do it radio style. Hello there, Podocasters. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been shopping for clothes and whatnot and wished you could get nails and bug spray and baby clothes at the same time? Do you hate driving across town to purchase thumbtacks and all the way back to another store for Hershey's bars and deodorant? Do you wish there was a way to get all of these things and more at one location? Well, now there is, Podocasters, and it's called the Ogden City Mall, the good one. If you are looking for baby clothes, we got them. If you're looking for tennis shoes, we got those too. But how about lids? Do we have lids? You bet we do. At the Ogden City Mall, you can get what you need because we probably have it. It's a mall, don't you know? But not only can you get things, you can also have fun. Now, this is important, guys. You need to tune up here, particularly you, Joe. At Blanco's Clown College, you can live your dream of entertaining the world with a big red nose and floppy shoes. Are you feeling uptight, Eric? Visit Juan Ching's for a pleasant massage in a very private room. And for those who are craving fine dining, the Ogden City Mall food court has some of the greatest selections in the greater Ogden area, with Duke's corn dogs and Little Caesars for fine Italian. Yum. Little Caesars. That's Italian, Joe. So what are you waiting for, Podocasters? Get on down to the Ogden City Mall, Ogden, Delaware, and buy stuff. And don't forget that coupon code. Hit me, you big silly ass, for 3% off any purchase. The Ogden City Mall, the good mall, not the other one, guys. And we will be right back.
Games, changes, and fears. When will they go from here? When will they stop? I believe that fate has brought us here, and we should be together, babe. But we're not. I play it off, but I'm dreaming of you. And I'll keep my cool, but I'm feeling. I try to say goodbye, and I choke. Try to walk away, and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not there. Goodbye, and I choke. I try to walk away, and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not there. I may appear to be free, but I'm just a prisoner of your love. And I may seem alright and smile when you leave, but my smiles are just a front.
Welcome back to the podcast, the KPOD Network. I am so sorry about that, man. I hit the wrong button, and there's no way to back out of that. So for those of you who are really, really enjoying Macy Gray, I apologize for that, but I just closed every single tab that's up there. I don't know what to tell you. I've been drinking, and shit happens. So, pal, please
you owe me again, Scott, and now you owe Eric too.
I owe both of you. I know Eric was just typing in Discord. He was like, "Oh my God, I love Macy Gray." Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Bell. Let's finish him up. I got about 10 minutes, so whatever's left, let's lightning round it. Let's get through it. And Joe, before you go, even though I think you did, dude, leave the gun, take the cannoli. And there's a round of applause. Dude. That's a movie quote for you. Go.
All right. So regarding the meme craze, new type, it's because we're humans, very emotional, irrational, chaotic beings, and I love it.
And that's it, man. That's the whole idea behind what we're doing, how we're doing it, and all that other good stuff. Look, man, people are gonna meme, dude. They're gonna meme crazy. It took me a bit, but I'm there. All right, I got it. I understand. I'm there. Let's see what happens here. And Spice is still bleeding off, guys. You might want to run. There you go. Another round of applause. Belle, carry on, please.
All right. So Joe, before he dipped, because he couldn't handle the hilarity of the live read.
The live read was great. All right, I nailed it. The Ogden City Mall. Do you guys know where that came from? Have you ever seen the Tiffany video? I think we're alone now. No. Is that the video? I don't remember which one it was.
I'm pretty sure that is the video.
All right, it was from the Tiffany video. If you know Tiffany, man, that was like one of my early really boy-girl things was for Tiffany, and she shot that video at the Ogden City Mall. So there you go. Belle, carry on.
All right. So anyway, Joe, before he dipped, I have the private keys to the KPOD network. I'm going to rant way harder after Scott goes to sleep. He'll wake up. He'll wake up to a 5-hour live stream of me talking to 3 viewers.
Nope. He's got no balls. Dude, if you had him, you'd do it. All right, this is it. This is Joe right here. He's a flapping. I can't wait. He's going to be on the stream with us, by the way, you guys. And show note, for those of you who didn't know, we're going to be giving away 50,000 Spice Saturday, assuming we hit 100 YouTube viewers, which I don't think anybody has done in the cosmos in years. But if you want
the last time any Cosmos focused channel hit 100 viewers was when we were doing our giveaway of Jackal when it hit. Yeah.
And it was like $7,000 of Jackal that we gave away. And we barely hit that number. But if you want my money, tune in Saturday. We're going to be up. We're going to be live. Eric, you're more than welcome. Joe's joining us. Let's make it a party and let's give away Scott's money. I'm saying that it'll be 4 cents by then. It'll be a $2,000 giveaway. One person, caller number 5. We can't make it any fairer than that. Saturday, Belle, carry on.
All right. So last question. Dan DiPinu, Eric, can we buy that hat here in the States?
Yes, but you got to design it yourself because I got this one custom made and I've got 2 of them. And I think I owe like Scott and probably several other people versions of this hat, and I haven't gone and found the order to remake them. They're pretty expensive. I'm a big hat person. I've got
you know what's funny about the bullshit you're spewing right now, dude? I'm wearing the same hat.
That's not true.
I got it on the Cosmos merch store, dude.
These are the only 2.
Same goddamn hat.
This is fitted. We got the back logo. I also have the Cosmos merch store one. Lord knows I buy a lot of stuff from there because it's fantastic. But no, this is custom.
Alex Cosmonaut, dude, he's been trying so hard, dude. I've sent him messages saying, dude, don't launch a token. You don't need to tokenize the Cosmos merch store.
No, please, Alex, don't.
Please, Alex, for the love of God,
do it.
Don't.
This is
Chingale.
No, don't cause.
Call it extra spicy. Call it Taco Bell. Try to get a copyright infringement. Just see what happens.
Oh God, you disappoint me, dude. So many different ways. Anyway, Belle, is that it? Are we all good here?
That was the last question. Yeah.
All right, then that is perfect. Eric, go ahead, dude. Pitch your case. Apparently, we're going to be live tomorrow showcasing Outbid on Nibiru. Is that correct, or am I off base?
That is
here, dude?
Incorrect. We are showcasing Outbid on Neutron. Although on that very same testnet, you may notice that Nibiru is live. So, yeah,
I don't notice anything, dude. My head is completely in the sand here. I notice shit. Nothing.
Tomorrow, 4 p.m. UTC. That's 10 a.m. Central for us, 11 a.m. Eastern. And I'll figure out UTC wherever you live. We're doing another live demo of Outbid on Neutron. We're getting ready to do the public mainnet version of Electron's launch on Neutron's mainnet. So it'll be our first Neutron Outbid round. And trying to bring a little bit more education, get more people playing the game. We have our prop live on the forum right now. We need to leave it up for another several days before we go on chain. But we want to get Outbid on the Cosmos Hub. We want new chains, new projects, new people that need to raise money to leverage the Cosmos drama for a second, leverage the all the YouTube channels and all the marketing and all the Reddit accounts and whatnot, leverage the only resource they have, which is drama and exposure, to raise more money and give you, the community, more opportunities for cool angel investments and seed round deals. So the hub needs something. We have something that still is neutral, that is really damn cool to bring to them. So we need more people to get to play it, to get to know what it is, because right now we're still the redheaded stepchild that nobody really talks about. Same with Jack.
All right. You know what? I'll push in on this, dude. I've made over 7 figures on Outbid. I'm just going to leave it right there, dude. All right. I've made over 7 figures on Outbid for all of the things that have launched over there on Outbid. I am 7 figures in better shape than I was before. I'd ask you, dude, but I know you're not allowed to play on your own your own thing, dude. It just is what it is, man. All right. Look, it's opportunity, and it's opportunity and availability. The shit comes up, I'm going to be all over it. I'm going to be all over the next one. Anybody's playing around with that, you're playing around with me. But at that time, Nash equilibrium is in effect. We have the exact same intention. So
Scott, you're not the one that they should be afraid of going against on Outbid on the hub. If their name sucks, I'm gonna be there changing them, of them.
And nobody's ever changed my name. That's the funny thing. I'm like,
what the fuck
do I have to do to you people?
I have.
Belle,
I have changed your name.
Belle, you know what? Put the big girls away. All right. It was literally called out on the street here. Thank you very much. All right.
No, I mean, like, look, we talk about Aegis here because Aegis is really fantastic. It's an actual decentralized business. It's actually user facing. You guys aren't saying restaking modular, yada yada.
No.
You guys are just actually giving people something that's useful at a price point that makes sense, that beats out the competition. Crazy business, right? You guys need to get exposure. You guys need to get downloads. You guys are going to need to raise funding to help the cost of acquisition, to help get biz dev deals, to spend $2 million to get on KuCoin, which I know is the first thing you guys are doing. And
you bet.
To do that, you should get as much exposure as possible, and you should raise as much funds as possible. And Aegis will probably raise a lot more money if Outbid is on the Cosmos hub than if you do it on Neutron or on Nibiru. And you'll probably raise decent money either way. But that extra $200,000 goes a really long way. That extra exposure, that extra
it's marketing,
5,000
dude.
Telegram
That's all
users,
we're doing it for
really
marketing, dude. And I'm sure you get that. For us, it's pure marketing. Downloads equals money. That's it. All right, let's be honest here. All right, we're providing a product. We're resellers, and resellers have a much higher profitability percentage than the poor jackal who is just going to be my decentralized Amazon Web Services. I always feel bad for him. I was like,
I don't.
Dude, you are not charging us enough, dude, because we absolutely blow you up. But it's not my problem. All right, it's not my problem. It's their problem.
I've been using LTV and CAC in meetings and stuff about these decentralized businesses, and a lot of crypto people are like, "What's that? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, because you guys they're late, dude. They're late. All right, we built this shit out for 18 months. We've been building this thing out on my dime. All right, my money. We haven't raised dick. That's how much VC capital is in this. It's all my money, and yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, the whole thing, the only reason we have to tokenize this thing is that so it will survive my arrest. That's really where it comes down to. I don't think Trump's going to do it. I think he'd be, yeah, cool. Go for it, man. Privacy, good thing. But yeah, that's the only reason that we're doing it. And the other reason is, believe it or not, altruism. I want to carry people up. That's it, man. There's so many people that have been out here in crypto for so long and have been absolutely bent over and butt fucked by the current wave of developers that are out there pitching to VCs and have no intention of delivering anything. We are already fucking live. The app is out. Please try it. aegisnet.io. Bell, type that in the chat. I'd certainly appreciate it. Guys, you can consider that my closing thoughts here. We're going to be back on Saturday. I'm giving away. I'm calling it right now. It'll be 4 cents, dude. I'll give away $2,000. Caller number 5, my money. It might actually get to the point where I'm just going to pay you in cash because I'd rather keep the spice. Well, I mean, tomorrow the USDC will be worth a little bit less depending on inflation, but spice will probably be worth a little bit more. But whatever it is at that very moment, we're going to give it away. Caller number 5, you get the money. I'm saying it'll be $2,000. That's it. Our only stipulation is that we have 100 YouTube viewers. If I'm giving away $2,000 on a single thing, on a single output, I think I could set some stipulations, and I'm comfortable with that. I know Belle is, because she's now got to do call monitoring. Are you ready for that, Belle? Are you ready to monitor the phone lines and all that shit? You ready?
No, I hate having to monitor phone lines when we do giveaways, honestly.
Well,
Hate
damn
it. It's a lot
then
more
you heard
work.
it. It's straight from Belle. We're not doing it. Belle said no.
I
All right, you
didn't
just-
say no. I just said I hated it.
Okay. Well, we'll get through. And if we want, I was going to put it out right now, Belle. I'll give anybody $50 to monitor the phone lines for us. That'd be great.
No, I didn't say I wouldn't do it. So, yeah, for once in your life, save your money, Scott.
Nah, I never do that. I always piss it away. Anyway, guys, appreciate it tonight, man. Great crowd. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you got some takeaways from this. A lot of shit is happening right here in front of you. You've heard so much alpha on this stream, even though I want to say maybe 3 out of 10 people are going to pick up on it. You heard an awful lot of alpha here. I hope you took notes, or at least are aware of what we're talking about. Anyway, we'll be back Saturday, 1800 Central. And yeah, we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of money. That's always fun. And you know what? You don't even have to like, follow, or retweet me. It doesn't matter, man. We're going. It's going to be up to the Spice community to actually fill the room. If I'm giving away the money, I think it's, I don't feel bad about putting stipulations on it and saying the other people who want my money for nothing actually do a little bit of the legwork. So that's it. Come Saturday. Hope you guys tune in. We will be doing that giveaway. We will be giving away that money. 100 YouTube viewers. Anyway, that's it. Belle, talk us up. Take us out. Wonderful time.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. I'm so happy to be back. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to Scott or myself, Scott at ThePodocasts.com or Bella at ThePodocasts.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you on Saturday.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word,